All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect. It's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. Back with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. All right. And we're going to get right into this thing here. Let's see. Bear with me 1 second. All right, we should be good. All right, cool. So, yeah, we're going to get right into this lesson here. Just something I was thinking about as I was looking at this article and these couple of videos here. But the title of the show here is The Border Crisis and Draconian Measures Implemented Against Jake. All right, because pretty much, as we're going to see in this brief lesson, you know, Esau is tired of Jake. He's tired of these, these so-called illegals, these migrants, all right, what they deem as criminals, domestic terrorists, all of this shit, man. So bottom line is that, you know, he's about to roll on Jake, and this thing's going to turn up, right? I want to show something real quick here. This article or this video here, which is from NBC News. It says group of migrants make way to U.S. before Trump takes office. All right. Now, before we play the clip, let's grab the scripture. All right. And bear with me 1 second. Just want to follow along in the feed. Bear with me 1 second. All right, cool. So anyway, this is Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, and verse 1, and it reads, it says, moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, came unto me, saying, also thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. End, it says, an end, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all abominations, all thine abominations. So right now, this is the judgment. All right, and we've been declaring this, that this is getting ready to fall down upon 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right, we're in the midst of judgment season. All right, it says, verse 4 says, and my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in the midst of thee. And you should know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Says, thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. All right, and this is what's coming, man. Despite of what you believe and what you think about Donald Trump and what he's going to do for America and this idea of peace and safety, all right, it's not going to happen. All right, Isaiah 48 and 22 tells us that there is no peace coming to the wicked, roughly paraphrasing, right? All right, so this is what the Lord has pronounced upon America and upon 2/3 of you wicked ass niggas out there, man. All right, it says, Ezekiel 7:5, it says, thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. The end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. All right, and everything that we've been seeing taking place within prophecy shows us without a shadow of a doubt that the end is definitely upon this place. All right, and upon 2/3 of our people. It says, the morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again in the mountains. All right, and that day of trouble is getting ready to fall upon Jake, which I want to reference this video here. Or I had posted this about 2 weeks ago, because there's some points that I wanted to make from the first video we're going to play. But I had coined this video, trouble is coming for Jake. Right now, let's finish this off, and we'll make the point. We'll bring it all together. But it says, back in Ezekiel 7:7, the morning is come unto thee, all that dwellest in the land, the time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sound again, not the sounding again on of the mountains. It says now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways and will recompense thee for all thy abominations. And my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee. And ye should know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that smiteth, right? So the Lord is getting ready to use his sword, which is the wicked, the Edomite, okay, the left hand of the Most High, because as it tells us, as it tells us in Isaiah, the 10th chapter, all right, he's going to give that Assyrian charge, against that hypocritical nation, which is you Israelites, all right, dealing with you 2/3. So that sword is basically being prepared, as being furbished and made ready, as the scriptures say, Ezekiel 21, excuse me. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 10. It says, behold, it is come, the morning is gone forth, the rod has blossomed, pride have budded, all right, which we see throughout society. Pride and arrogance is at its highest level right now, right? But we're in a time of what? Of the great humbling. All right. It says violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness, right? Because this is the most violent that the world has ever been, and the spirit has it where everything on this side is going to go out with great violence and destruction. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be wailing for them. The point, verse 12, it says, the time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. So wrath is getting ready to come upon Babylon, America, 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right, and this is what I want to get into, right? Because what's been going over the past year is there's been an influx of hundreds of thousands of so-called unvetted, migrants, illegal aliens, what Esau calls them, coming in through all the borders across America, man, which is pretty much stirring up more racial hatred, the division, the anxiety and the fear of these Edomites, of them losing their grip upon America and them ultimately being phased out, So let's get into that. Yeah. Real quick, it's about to go down, right? And that's why, matter of fact, let's play. We'll finish this out and we'll play the next one. Salakia, right? Let's finish it out. Hey, and you know what's crazy? This woman here, she's actually a Amalekite, a J double O. You know, but it's Mexican's president. You know, yeah. So basically, he's about to wrap all this so-called illegal immigration shit up, which is going to stir up all types of hell throughout Babylon. Right. So the point is, hey, the Lord is going to use this devil to shake this shit up. Right. And that's why I said the point of this lesson or this quick lesson here is this is the border crisis, draconian measures implemented against Jake. All right. You are the terrorist, the criminal, okay, which I've been bringing out in these lessons. And this is how Esau views you. He don't give a damn about your struggle and what's going on and, you know, dealing with these Northern Kingdom so-called migrants coming over to the land. All right. They're ready to put an end to all of this shit. All right. And that's why I was thinking about this clip I posted. We'll grab scriptures in a second. But when you listen to what he says, they're coming after you tribes, you know? This is back about 2 weeks ago. I posted this, right? Right. So who's the murderers? All right. Who's the drug lords? All right. Who's the criminals? It's you Jakes. All right. This is what they're gonna start with, man. Right. That's what we said. This shit's going. This is the turn up right here. That's why I was thinking about that, man. All hell is getting ready to come down upon Jake. All right. And we're gonna keep prophesying, we're gonna keep speaking about it because we see it coming. All right. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, the scriptures say, but the simple pass on and are punished. This is Jeremiah 30:1. It says, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, saying, thus speaketh the Lord power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto you in a book For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, right? Because this is the time of the salvation of the Lord's elect, right? Like it tells us in just add on to that in Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. Because we are at the end of our captivity. Isaiah 40 tells us that our warfare has been accomplished, right? But this is Joel 3:1. It says, behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, right? The time of the salvation of the Lord's elect, right? Things are going on across the planet Earth that determine the end of this place and the salvation of the Lord's people, starting with the elect. All right. So we're very close to these things taking off. Going back, Jeremiah 30:3. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. But thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Right? And this is what everybody's looking for. All right, everybody's looking for peace right now. Trump, he's going to set things back in order. He's going to clean up America, But right now, little what these people know is that all hell is coming. There ain't going to be no peace. All right, nuclear war is still set in stone, man. All right, civil unrest, societal dysfunction, all these things are still set forth to go down in this place, and it's not going to be stopped. All right, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail of child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces turned to paleness. And this is giving you the description of how that time is going to be on the earth, man. All right, when these things take off to that next level. All right, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. All right, speaking about the elect, but this is the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, that's why I said in this video, trouble is coming for Jake, as he was addressing the murderers, the criminals, those that have been unvetted. This is all dealing with Jake, man. Okay, because going back to this article, right? This is what you niggas voted for. This is what everybody, was crying about. This is what they wanted. All right. And it happened. All right. Trump's plan. All right. Because this was coming. All right. These are those draconian measures that are going to be set in place for you Israelites out there. It says Trump's plan for a second term reportedly includes firing squads, hangings, and group executions. All right. This is what's on the books. And he was speaking about these things during his first term. Right. So I gotta, I just want to bring this point out again. But let's go right back to the point. All right. So it says, according to two sources, the former president has even begun exploring the possibility of group executions, with the third person claiming Trump has expressed interest in a government ad campaign to highlight the administration's lethally, and per Rolling Stone source, help put the fear of God into violent criminals, as we know who the violent criminals are, right? A Trump campaign spokesperson denied the former president had plans for an execution ad campaign in a statement of Rolling Stone. The point, this paragraph here, this is the point. Let's highlight it. All right, just to remind you niggas out there what you voted for. All right. Trump's fascination with the death penalty has long been on public display, stretching back to his call to execute the Central Park Five young Black and Latino men accused of rape and assault in the late 1980s. All were later exonerated. As Rolling Stone has previously reported, Trump had ended his first term by executing more than 4 times as many convicted persons in his 6 months in office as the federal government had killed in total over the prior half century. All right. So he was racking up bodies, right? He also signed an executive order in those last weeks in office that expanded the federal government's ability to conduct hangings and firing squads as methods of execution. And during his campaign launch in November, Trump made a special point to highlight a call to execute everyone who sells drugs or gets caught selling drugs if he gets a second term. You see that? So this shit gonna get crazy, right? This is what you cried and voted for, man. All right. So this is why I said the trouble is coming, man. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Let's finish this out. Right. Remember, who's the violent thugs and the criminals, man? The gang and the gang members, gang bangers. Right. Read between the lines. Right. So bottom line, it's going down, man. Right. Real quick. 2nd Ezra 16. All right. Let's go there real fast. Okay, cool. All right, so back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16. All right, because you see what's coming. I mean, we don't got to play a bunch of videos. You clearly see that it's about to go down. Esau is pissed. He's tired. He's in fear. All right, they see where this place is headed. They're losing their grip. All right, they're bearing arms. They're ready to come against you illegal migrants, you niggas. You know, it's all about to be a big mess. All right. 2nd Ezra 16 in verse 17, it says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And that's the same question posed to you people out there, man. When this shit hits, what are you going to do? All right? Especially when your covering is not Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? So what are you going to do? You know, we're going to continue to trust in the Lord. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent for scourges of amendment. Yeah, these are the judgments. These are the penalties, man, that are coming. It says, but for all these things, they should not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right? People don't even, right now, the spirit is, you know, that's on these people is comfort, security, you know, peace. That's been on the spirit of you Jakes. All right. Trump is going to turn this thing around. Right. No, he's been set up to forward the agenda of the elites, man. You're getting ready to see the horns, man. You know, it says, behold, victuals shall be good. So like his victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Right. And that's how they think right now by having Trump in office, you know, or him being elected as president. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And we see those things, man. All right. Even though people are worried about peace and safety, evils are continuing to grow. Nuclear war is still going to go down. All right. The economy eventually is still going to crash. Right. Matter of fact, let me get that. Okay. I'll finish this out. This is verse 22. It says, 2nd Ezra 16:22. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. It says, and the dead should be cast out as dung, and there should be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted and the cities shall be cast down. You got to understand when there's no more law and order, all right, that's going to be the end of this this American empire. Now, let me add something on there real fast. All right, bear with me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so this is, let me share my screen just to kind of add on what I was talking about. Right, so this is from Collapse News, right? So pulling this up here. So the headline here, right? It says Mike Adams, Trump, and RFK Jr. are not enough to prevent the collapse of the U.S. empire. And I was listening to this video earlier, this guy, Mike Adams, but I just want to make this point in this paragraph because this is what we've been telling you the whole time. So it says, even men with best intentions, such as President-elect Donald Trump and Robert F. Kennedy Jr., cannot prevent the eventual collapse of the U.S. empire, right? It says, jumping down, and this is what he was saying on the podcast he was bringing out. Everything that we've been telling you through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shemel Shah, the prophecies. It says the Health Ranger Mike Adams issued this warning during a recent edition of the Health Ranger Report. Even if new people are placed in the federal government under a second Trump administration, the U.S. empire is done. It says the dollar is going to collapse. The reputation of the U.S. empire globally is in the garbage. The U.S. empire has lost its moral high ground. Absolutely. Partially by funding Israel. This is all connected, but also by the fact that the U.S. empire has not been a legitimate government since the 2020 election rigging, he said. It says that as it comes to an end, especially as the U.S. currency becomes irrelevant, we will go into a phase of massive money printing, hyperinflation, followed by currency collapse and dissolution in the dissolution of centralized government in Washington, D.C. So, hey, everybody knows it. All right, and we ain't got to read the rest of it, but we understand, according to the prophecies, that this place is over with. All right, but the point of the matter is that, you know, these draconian measures are being set up to come against you tribes. All right, everything we saw in the video. All right, everything that Trump is standing for in his second his plan and his second policy or whatnot. So it's going to get crazy, you know. But that's pretty much the point, man. I just wanted to bring that out. All right. One step closer to all hell breaking loose and this shit going down. All right. But pray that you were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakudash. And shalom to the next one. Shalom.